What is up, guys? This is your boy Chili, and today I'm going to be bringing you a quick video. And I will say I replayed this minute-and-a-half clip 3 different times, but it's so I can go over everything, and I hope you guys enjoy. It's not too long. I'd rather do this in a little mini-series based on what we know at the time going forward, all the way up until the Taken King. We got about 19 days left until it comes out. So without further ado, let's get into it. And the first thing I highlight right there is all the legendary items that the speaker sells for each character. There's 8 total for each character, and do not buy them. I'm collecting them. I honestly don't know why, because I have a gut fear that they will not transfer into the Taken King, meaning essentially I'll have to buy them again. And if you watch the year 2 stream that later they put on YouTube, what you could see is that those actually had discipline, intellect, and strength rolls that you would need for your character, and they actually were pretty nice to have. They weren't just cosmetic anymore, and I honestly fear that you're going to have to buy them again. So if you have the modes, like right there, I have 555. I have a lot more now that I'm doing Iron Banner, and I'm going to be grinding out strikes, but it is really a waste of motes. And I don't like feeling that way. So just to be safe, don't get them yet. But once the Taken King does come out, if you have the modes, you should be able to get them. But if you watched the year 2 video, you would have noticed something very minor, and that was that when Deej was talking to the new Monarchy vendor, there was 5 different categories on how you could buy faction XP outright. And the 5 categories that you're about to see here in a second were weapon parts, armor parts, which was all 3 characters' armor put together, heavy synth, and special ammo synth, as well as motes of light. Now, I honestly don't believe that they're going to make all of them worth the same. I just wouldn't think that would be possible. If they follow the traditional structure of turning in a faction package, you'd get a bonus 125 XP, which honestly, it's 1/20th of the full XP. So if you started at 0, you turned in 20 packages, which I'm about to do in a video coming up, I would get 2500 XP. That is 1 full level for whatever vendor you want, and that would be pretty cool. The problem I see with this is that all of them were different. So if you took a screenshot, it was very brief, but it took 25 weapon parts, it took 25 armor parts, it took 5 motes of light, 1 heavy ammo synth, and 4 special ammo synth. Now, I'd like to think that special ammo synth may, pay less, or, pay less experience, or heavy ammo synth. I mean, if they're all balanced, then honestly your best bet is to spend all the strange coins that you've been hoarding on heavy ammo synth and all your glimmer on special ammo synth. That's what I'm doing right now. I had 130 right there. I have 72, and I have a lot more on each other character. And that is going to make it extremely easy for you to level up. So essentially, the more you grind the game now, the more materials you'll have to be able to turn in. So the more faction packages you get for the Taken King, that'll allow you to get legendary armor, especially if you're already level 34, that you can rank up with right away. Now, the way that they're changing things up with it being legendary marks instead of Vanguard and Crucible marks is kind of interesting. The one, I guess, downfall is now there's only 200 legendary marks. There's no limit per week. However, there's only 200 character marks between all 3 characters. So if you want to buy an armor piece, you're going to buy an armor piece, and then you're going to have to keep playing the game. This is just going to make it a little bit easier for you to get legendary gear, or at least have a better chance of getting legendary gear as fast as possible, allowing you to do things like the Nightfall, participate in the new raid, things like that. So again, this is the final time that I'm playing this video, and then I'm going to kind of go through like a little breakthrough and everything. But honestly, now is the time for us to be grinding strikes. I feel like it's really important to really have as much of this stuff that we can turn in for XP as possible, because the way that we can best prepare for these new DLCs is a little bit different now than it was for like the Dark Below when that came out. When the Dark Below came out, you can see right here on the screen, you could actually level up all your factions to the very edge. I called it edging, but you'd level up New Monarchy, Dead Orbit, and Future War Cult. And what you would do is the second it came out, you'd have bounties already completed, and the second you got into the tower, you could turn them in hopes that you would get some armor pieces. And who knows, if you have 3 different characters, or if you have 3 of the same characters, your odds of getting some armor pieces were slightly up there. It gave you a little bit more of a boost, and if you did it between the Vanguard, the Crucible, the 3 other factions, you had 5 chances to get something. So doing it now is a little bit different, since you have to pledge your allegiance to a faction. that's going to make it so that you can't change but once a week, and in doing so you're really going to have a problem doing that. So I figure the way that you can best prepare now is just hoarding all these materials so that when it comes out, if they give you 125 XP per thing you turn in, well, 125 times 20 is 2,500. So if you have 4 special ammo synths and you turn in 80 of them, that's going to get you a full rank right there, and it is not that hard to buy special ammo synth. I think it's like 250 Glimmer from the gunsmith. So right there, you know, that's something that you can easily buy and stock up on. Motes of Light, you can turn in 5 Motes of Light. As you saw, I had a few hundred right there. You know, heavy ammo synth is up there too. And I apologize if you guys heard that motorcycle in the background. My window's open, so don't mind that. It's gone now. But yeah, between all 5 of these things that you can turn in, you can definitely get yourself at least 20-30 packages by the time the game comes out. Honestly, guys, run strikes, run the strike playlist. You get so much stuff in that. I'm about to do that after I'm done with Iron Banner this week, because I want to be as well prepared as possible for the Taken King. I want to get the best gear the fastest. The way that Bungie's made it sound is that all the stuff in the Taken King, at least uncommon weapons, will be even more powerful than Year 1 legendary weapons. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that feature, but that's just something we're going to have to deal with, so we might as well prepare ourselves to get the best gear as fast as possible. So with that being said, I'll probably do a couple more videos as we get closer, kind of going over what your inventory should look like and little tidbits, especially if they release any new information. But yeah, guys, with it being based on XP and needing the best gear right away, I feel like this is a very good strategy. And I tacked on this clip at the very end, because if you actually saw those guys just now at the top left of the screen, I was running a strike for a bounty, and these guys stayed at the very first spawn point that you get to the entire game, and the second I got to the Archon Priest, they started running down. I know what they were trying to do. They were basically trying to get the priest bounty, but do a strike without dying, so I killed him, and I actually sent him a little message afterwards telling him that it didn't work. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm definitely going to be making more videos like this, but if you liked it, please leave me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And if you guys like the content, please subscribe. So with that being said, stay humble, stay focused, stay driven, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.